Welcome to the 5th edition of World Cashew Convention and Exhibition, Abu Dhabi. I am Venkat from cashewinfo.com. With me is Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, ITC Foods, India. Welcome, Mr. Chatterjee, sir.
Good morning, Venkatji. What a
Yes.
lovely day here in Abu Dhabi. And it's even more interesting because it's on the eve of our Republic Day.
Yes,
So it's great to talk about India and Indian demand
Yes.
of cashew nuts on such an auspicious day.
yes, India is undoubtedly the number one in the world as far as cashew food ingredients are concerned. Let me start with the first question. Mention the growth of cashew as food ingredients in India and future prospects.
So, it's very interesting that the packaged food segment is growing at a CAGR of between 12.5 and 14%. And this is as
Okay.
per the latest AC Nielsen data.
Okay.
And what is even more interesting is that slowly the Indian consumer is appreciating that cashew and indeed other dry fruits such as almonds are not only tasty but they are healthy as well.
Okay.
And there is a great traction for these kind of dry fruits in our products. For instance, in our Mom's Magic cookies, which are it's a brand which is about 3 years old.
Okay.
Our hit SKU is the cashew butter,
Okay.
and that's doing really very well. We also feel that the kind of demand which is there from the ice cream industry,
Okay.
that is also a very strong demand. My own estimate, and this is not corroborated by any AC Nielsen data, but my own estimate is that we should be, as a country, consuming anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000 tons of
Okay.
various bit sizes
Okay.
for bulk use in products such as cookies and ice creams.
Okay.
In fact, in one of our latest launches of ITC Foods, we call it Sunfeast Wonders Milk. It's only
Okay.
been launched in Chennai and Bangalore so far. There is a fruit and nut variant,
Okay.
which has got a high percentage of cashews in it.
Okay.
So we are experimenting in various formats. Along with Wonders Milk, last month we also launched our FMCG chocolate range. It's
Chocolate,
called
okay.
Fabel. And one of the hit products in that Fabel range of chocolates is again fruit and nut.
Okay. Okay.
So that's also doing very well. In fact, Fabel has been launched only in Bangalore city,
Okay.
and so far it's got excellent consumer ratings. We are hopeful that in the next 1 year we will be able to roll it out in most of the modern trade in India, most of the big cities.
Okay. Okay.
So as you can see, ITC as a company considers cashew an important raw material, and we are trying to use cashew in various formats, in various
Okay.
categories. It's important enough for us to attend
Yes.
this conference as well,
Yes, yes.
which I must say, I must compliment Cashew Info that they pulled up yet another excellent conference.
Yes.
Very well participated. The quality of delegates, the quality of speakers, and the overall knowledge decimation that we are getting over here is quite outstanding. So
Okay.
compliments to Cashew Info again.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. ITC is doing a lot of innovations. Now, my next question is almond milk is getting popular everywhere. Is the same can be popularized for cashew milk also? What is the scope of popularizing cashew milk in India?
That's a very interesting topic. In fact, I was just discussing this with one of the delegates yesterday.
Okay.
What has happened to almonds in India is that because of the unstinting efforts of the Californian Almond Board,
Okay.
which has been very active in India, which has
Yes.
been actually promoting almonds as a
Almond.
very healthy food,
Yes.
a food which all the mothers should give to their daughters and sons for cognitive purposes, for
Yes.
brain development, etc. So that seems to have worked very well.
Yes.
And in fact, there is a big consumer perception that almonds are a very healthy nut. Now, cashew in a lot of consumers' minds, even today, resides in the indulgence space.
Okay.
It hasn't really cottoned on as a healthy alternative.
Okay.
In fact, as you would well know, the latest research shows that the fat in cashew nuts
Is
very high in
high-
omega
Yes.
3 rich
That's a
acids.
good cholesterol.
Absolutely, it's great.
Yes.
So So somehow the powers that be who control the cashew industry in India have not been able to really.
I think it has not fully raised the masses about the full benefits of cashews.
Precisely.
And there is no board in India like promoting cashews kind of a thing. There is a export promotion council is there, but there is no almond board kind of a thing exclusive for promotion of cashews. That is not there. Do you feel there should be a board to promote?
I very
cashew?
strongly recommend that, because India is not only a very large consumer of cashew, but we are
Yes.
a producer of cashew, and often our farmers are left to the vagaries of international markets.
Yes.
So they are actually today at the mercy of what happens in Tanzania. Right?
Yes. Or
However-
other African
however,
countries. Yes.
I believe that India should really have a very strong cashew promotion council, so that we are able to have a captive demand in our country. There is a
Yes.
demand, latent demand in our own country, so
Yes.
that at least our own cashews
Yes.
have a good demand and get sold without having to really get swayed by the market volatility.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's very important that the council is formed and the consumer is educated about the health benefits of
Yes.
cashew nuts.
Yes. So, how much of cashews are currently being consumed by biscuits and cookies segment in India, which is growing at a CAGR of more than 10% in the last few years?
So as I mentioned, it's actually a little better than 10%. It's actually 12.5 to 14%.
Okay.
And I also mentioned that in my estimate, it's about 3,500 to 4,000 tons
Okay. Okay.
is what is the current industry usage in terms
Okay,
of bits.
okay.
Also, let's not forget, there is this huge segment of halwais,
Yes.
which is into the sweet making
Sweet
space,
segment.
the kaju katli,
Yes.
and also, for instance, in our ready-to-eat preparations, which is called Kitchens of India, which we export
Okay.
quite a lot of our gravies actually have cashew powder
Okay.
as a key ingredient that
Okay.
adds to the taste and the creaminess and the texture. So yeah, I think that is a growing space, and you can easily consider 14% CAGR
Okay.
growth going forward.
Going forward. Okay. So, name the various grades of cashew which is being used by the biscuit industry in India.
Yeah, mostly 8 pieces and lower.
Okay. Eight
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, but there was a time I remember about 10 years back or 15 years back when the small pieces had no takers,
Yes.
right? And it was a byproduct of the processing industry.
Yes.
People were scared to automate because the processing losses would be higher and more pieces would
Pieces
come
will
out,
be there,
and they
but-
did not have a buyer for those pieces.
Yes.
Therefore, people did not invest and they relied more on manual processing so that the breakage was less. Today, I think it's the reverse.
Even if breakage is more, also it is useful in
It is
some other
useful.
industry.
And you're getting very good prices.
Yes, good prices.
In fact, there were times, I remember a couple of years back, when Britannia and I, we had to actually request our processors to cut splits
Yes.
into
Split into pieces, or
and
bits.
give it. Yeah.
Yes.
So and I think the role is reversed now.
Yes.
So there's a great market for bits,
For all kinds
all
of
kinds of
grades.
cashews. So
Yes.
there is no problem.
So narrate the growth of e-commerce platforms in India. What percentage of business transacted through these forums? Why peoples and consumers are attracted towards this?
So I think e-commerce is the next big thing which is going to happen.
Okay.
We've already heard statements like data is the new oil.
Yes.
Yeah? And data is going to drive e-commerce going
Okay.
forward. So I put to you that, say about 5 years back,
Okay.
you had to be a big company like ITC to be able to design a product, package it, and then reach out to the consumers in a country which is almost as big as Europe.
Yes.
Right? But today, because of e-commerce, somebody sitting in Kollam in South India can come up with a
Market their
product.
products.
He can spice it, he can blend it, he can make it interesting, he can put a little health story around it.
Health story, attractive packaging.
Absolutely.
Those
And he can reach out to millions of consumers who are out there.
through
sitting-
online.
someone sitting in Ludhiana can order cashew nuts from Kollam.
Yes, their
and enjoy
native
them.
is there in Kollam, means they can order it.
So that, to my mind, is the power of e-commerce, and that, to my mind, is what is really going to lead to an explosion of small businesses.
Okay,
and I think
okay.
this is a very, very welcome thing which has happened in our industry.
Okay, okay. What are the needs and expectations of food industry from cashew sector?
What we would like is a steady source of supply.
Okay.
We would like there should be no great price volatility, like
Okay. Like what we have
absolutely.
witnessed in 2018.
Such price volatility can be very disruptive.
Yes.
Because ultimately, our in FMCG, fast moving consumer goods space, it's all about volumes. We work on very thin margins.
Yes, yes.
So volatility can be very dangerous for our business. And of course, we would like quality.
Yes, quality as well as price stability. So reasonable price fluctuation is the need of the hour.
Biggest problem that we face in supplies is foreign matter contamination
Okay.
and infestation. But over the years, I'm happy to say that a lot of the Indian processors have now realized that, and they've worked with us to improve those issues.
Okay.
They've introduced color sorters, and they've introduced nitrogen flushing
Yes.
or vacuum packing. So I think the incidence of foreign matter and infestation is coming down,
Okay.
but I think it's still not world class.
But still, we need to work on that one.
Yes.
They are already working on that one. Hopefully, we will see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
much,
Mr.
sir.
Venkat.